So Zane and I are on the UI tech team.
Okay.
And
So I'm on the Squadron 42 UI art and design team for now.
and Emily?
The Squadron 42 feature team.
Okay. Simon, for now, you hang dangling over.
I think things are very fluid all the time. So
Yes.
who knows?
Boy, howdy, are they? Folks have. I think folks have seen through the messaging of CitizenCon and through some stuff they may have seen through the monthly report and everything. Yes, we are rearranging some development resources at the moment, moving a lot of folks back over onto the Precision Universe now that Squadron 42 is feature complete. So we're excited. That was a big part of the CitizenCon messaging, was looking at all of these things that have been done or created for Squadron 42 and are now about to begin making their journey to the Precision Universe over the next 3, 6, 9, 12 months, depending on what it is and how well things go. You four constituted our Navigating the Universe presentation at CitizenCon. We've collected some questions from the community, and we're going to jump into those for a few minutes. But because this is really the first time we've had to chat since we got back, how was your experience? Did you enjoy CitizenCon this year? Did you run into any crazy stalkers? Tell me what it was like from your perspective, because I was just running around like a chicken with their head cut off the whole time.
I thought it was really cool because it's the first CitizenCon I've actually been to in real life. So presentation we did was a bit scary, but after that, getting to meet the backers and just see the show and everything, it was really nice because when you sat at your computer all the time just making new stuff and thinking, oh, it's full of bugs, or we've got to fix, or we've got to get it done on time, you don't really see people that appreciate the end result. So that was really cool.
Anyone else?
Yeah, superb. I loved it. It's super exciting. And it's weirdly, I get to see loads of bits. It's like a really extravagant show and tell for us as well. You get to see bits of the game that from other teams that I've not seen. So I'd not seen the Hold the Line video. I deliberately held it back. And then when I watched it, I was quite emotional, sat at the back of the auditorium. It was really, really exciting. So weirdly, I enjoyed it as a participant as much as being involved in the actual show as well.
I think it was really cool just to be able to show off what we've been working on, I'm pretty proud of that, and I was just really excited to show that map feature. Mm-hmm. I've actually lost quite a bit of sleep on the lead up to CitizenCon, so I actually wasn't really feeling too well at the actual event, but I think adrenaline was taking care of that anyway.
Yeah, adrenaline tends to carry us through. I think there's a number of people who went crashing down right afterwards, me included. Emily, what was your CitizenCon like besides bossing Boner in?
Yeah, I enjoyed doing that. It was really cool. I've never really done anything at that sort of scale before, and it was just really nice to finally show off the star map after I've been working on it for quite some time. So
the star map, the interior map, the Moby glass. We've talked about this on and off over the years. I've been doing this for about a decade now. User interface is one of the only aspects of game development that touch every single other element. There's nothing that goes into either one of these games that doesn't have to go through you in some way, shape, or form, that you don't present some aspect of it, make some aspect of it usable, tangible, and stuff like this. So it can, as Zane said, it can lead to some long nights and some long hours and whatnot. But it was super exciting to me to finally be able to pull the curtain back, because we've been waiting to see so much of this stuff. And so as we jump into the questions, one of the first questions was, we don't usually do a one question, but I saw that you had these on there. Does all of this stuff have to wait till 4.0, or will some of the stuff that you showcased come in before the magic and fabled 4.0?
Well, the easiest answer to that question is just wait and see. But no, we're hoping to bring things in a bit at a time, so it won't be like a big lump of here's all the new features. When they're ready, they're going in. and they're going to be as ready as soon as possible. So we're all doing our best to get them actually from like being showcaseable to being production ready, so release status. So, which is still quite a jump, but we're doing our best.
I imagine most of it is just as simple as take the step you did for Squadron, check the make multiplayer box, and it'll just work in Star Citizen, right?
No. In a word. Where'd you start?
I got a snort from Torsten in my ear.
I mean, just integrating the codes, a multi-day, multi-week problem, and then there's additional features for, let's say, the visor and the mobi-glass, which are obviously maybe not in Squadron, that are going to be in the PU. And then there's obviously different maps and different layouts, and also people can go anywhere and do anything, and like the combinations of stuff that people can do when they're playing the game all need to be tested and go through that.
Skydancer in the chat said that stuff looked pretty far along, and it is. It's as far along as we showed it at CitizenCon. But again, that was for the single player environment, and integrating it into the multiplayer environment will take the work of not just your team, but multiple QA teams and multiple other Precision Universe teams. You got to hook it into the mission system. You got to hook it into the the overall location system and stuff like this. So yeah, server meshing. And the replication layer, all things that aren't necessarily a part of the Squadron development, and you now need to take account for. That's not to scare anybody away and be like, you're not going to see this stuff in a year and whatnot, because I can already see the chat. It's just we want to be very forthcoming that this isn't stuff that's going to show up tomorrow, but it's not necessarily stuff that needs to wait until 4.0. You guys will tackle the work, and as the work is completed and ready and go, it'll go into the PU.
Yeah, we're not holding all of that we showed at CitizenCon back for the 4.0 release. When it's ready, it's ready.
When it's ready, it'll go in.
And as team leads are planning that right now. I was talking to Jens earlier about, can we do this here and can that go there? So yeah, we're on the case as well. We're figuring out how soon we can get stuff.
And some of the things are out of this group's control as well. So like the interior map, you think, well, we showed the Carrack, but we've got a few other ships that we'll need to ensure look great.
Speaking of the Carrack, let's jump into some of these questions we collected from the community. This question says, what is the role of the cartography station holosphere in the 600i or Carrack? What's the role of it if you can do everything from your mobi-glass? Will it sync with your mobi-glass? Does it do something different than the mobi-glass? What can you tell us?
I think the main thing is as we mentioned in the Hold the Line view, we're trying to really emphasize the physical interactions with the world, and that makes the experience a lot more immersive and engaging. Because obviously, if you can do everything from the mobi-glass, right? Like how compelling is that? It's obviously it's not far-fetched to imagine in the future we'll might be able to control everything with AI and brain chips and stuff, but doesn't really make for a compelling gameplay. So, and also with the I think the hologlobes, the big thing about it is there should be certain benefits to using something that's specially geared towards the ship they're using. For instance, networking. If you have a lot of crew members that you're working with, I think it would be really nice to be able to amalgamate the data so that what you're showing on one display, one hologlobe.
Everybody's standing around the hologram.
So it's amalgamating their individual data into one sort of display, and then they can make strategic planning and stuff around that. And then the same goes for the cartography deck or anything. I feel also what I kind of want to do as something really cool is to have a Prometheus style terrain, a cross section of the terrain on the holotable on a hologlobe, so that when you're scanning and you're scanning for resource deposits and things like that, it's something that the ship specifically does. And then obviously I think that information would then be able to be saved to your mobi-glass, because I think your mobi-glass really is kind of about displaying the data that you've acquired over time through the use of various equipment, and then the other displays are kind of about actually gathering that data.
This next question just says Galaxy View. I guess will we add the?
Yes.
Oh, so yes, well, literally just as Galaxy View here. So,
So somebody was asking like, so we can see the solar system, we can see the interior map. What about like the
pulling all the
rest?
way out to
Yeah.
the multi-star system view. All right.
Yeah, so the plan is we definitely want to be able to kind of pull back even further. So if people have seen the star map on the website, we're thinking of something similar to that. So you can see all the different systems that will be in the game eventually. Probably we can only like actually go to the two that we're working on at the moment, but we do want to have that big high level view so you can see it all in context.
I also like the idea of being able to like actually go through the jump points as well. So if we could do that, that would be really cool.
Oh, like in the map, actually, just
Yeah.
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 fancy.
Yeah, awesome.
Here's a perennial question. Geez, I think we've seen this question since 2015, so the birth of the PU. Can we organize map markers and pins using folders or tags?
I think you should be able to. I think we should offer like various ways of actually sorting through that data. So I think like one of the ways is, I think that would be good is to be able to have like user-generated folders, so that you can organize your own data and how you see fit, but also be able to organize it by like hierarchical locations. So like Stanton system, and then planet, moon, and be able to kind of like filter your markers that way. And possibly also like tagging the markers, so you can kind of like tag them individually, and then that will kind of go into like the sharing of it, because you might want to only share like a subset, right? So you need to have like good ways of filtering by like subsets of.
And then being able to add notes to the map markers, titles, stuff like that, full labeling things.
Yeah, I mean, we already showed like the titling. I think we should be able to have that flexibility, because otherwise we're kind of like you're kind of like, you don't want to be like stuck in a box and it's just like so yeah, we'll look at that for sure.
We're going to start drilling down into it. One thing that one suggestion that we probably will look into. We're not saying we're definitely going to do it, but we can potentially get data from the surroundings as well. So if you've got a mining deposit, we could potentially kind of automatically say what's in that deposit on your little marker. So things like that we've got potential to do one day.
You just went right into the next question. Will the star map show details about planets, population, climate, available resources, factions, stuff like that? How far do we take the star map before it just becomes a galactopedia?
It could go anywhere, really. I mean, like where it is now, where we're looking at it for now, it's probably going to be pretty similar to the function. Well, the core functionality will be kind of similar to what's in the current Star Citizen, just with this much better interface. But in future, like if you've seen Google Maps, that's changed over the past 10 or 15 years, and it's constantly changing. We could do the same kind of thing with a star map if we wanted to. But I think,
I mean, our priority is to make it nice and playable first,
Yeah.
like really usable. We understand that maybe the current implementation is not so usable, so there's a priority of making that usable, and then we can look at all these additional features. We've got a feature list as long as you're on it, or look like, oh, that looks cool, we could definitely do that.
Yeah.
We should put that in at night. But I think knowing things, showing things that you know about on the map is sort of like really important. Like when you learn things about a planet or a location, then this could be integrated into your map. So like pinning stuff, or like finding out about, I don't know, it's an icy moon with this kind of population, and whether it's safe or not, is a lot of that's sort of based on your knowledge about what you've learned about the universe whilst you're exploring around it.
Well, there's that, and then there's things like the Galactopedia, which it exists outside the game right now, but eventually we'll begin to incorporate into the universe, and I imagine there's a lot of opportunities to plug into that and pull information from that. Just easy cross-reference through tags. If I'm looking at microtech, oh well, what other information? There's the information that I've gathered, or you've gathered, or members of our team have gathered, but then what does the universe already know? And pull that into.
What's the governing bodies of the, find me a safe place to go and land and refuel and things like that.
So I would say it probably seems more like a Galactopedia feature as a star map feature, and then just maybe the star map can tap into that in places once the Galactopedia comes online. Will the map show multi-stop quantum travel routes?
Well, so for now, it'll probably do very similar to the current implementation. So you can kind of plot multiple stops on the way, but for now, we don't want to do like a full, I don't know, like if you want any sat nav on your phone, we don't want to go into that much detail where it's kind of doing everything for you. You can choose multiple routes, but I think in future, those kind of features do make people's lives more easier. So yeah, I think it's the kind of thing we probably look into.
I don't want to be flying through some really dangerous zone. I won't be able to avoid it. It sounds a good idea.
Yeah, I think there's big things like, I don't know, you want to be able to know where you need to stop for fuel and how far you can actually reach with your current ship and that kind of thing. We can probably improve the way that's dealt with. In future as well.
The next question in the chat here, they're talking about whether your own ships can appear in the star map. You know, some folks, I don't want to name names, but they basically leave ships all over the Persistent universe. It's just wrecks, hulks, some still fully intact. They just leave it and go to another one. What are our options or plans to showing, you know, our own detritus amongst the star map?
Well, we definitely will have the ability technically to do it. This is sort of like a design decision about what you can track and what you can, like we always had a thing for tracking with the AR markers anyway, so there's no reason why anything that's on the AR would also be integrated into the mapping system to show exactly where you left it floating in some moon somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, for now, you'll definitely be able to see where your current ship is. Like if you just got out of your ship and wandering around, you'll be able to see that on there. I think we're going to, for ships that are, say you've got it locked up on a space station, for example, so it's not actually in the game world, that'll probably, for now, live in your inventory and the other menus. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
But yeah, definitely the stuff flying around is much more likely like the ships that are associated with you.
Yeah. One thing we never really showed the radar very much at CitizenCon, mainly just because it didn't really fit with the flow of everything, but we've kind of improved the radar generally, and you can zoom into that and see it full screen the same way you can with the star map and so on. So there's the kind of things that you would see as contacts on your radar, you'll also be able to see that in the big version too.
Yeah, that's kind of like another use case for like a ship hologlobe is actually like the radar, and you're seeing like all the ships and possibly like the whole fleet.
Yeah.
And
planning a battle.
Yeah, it's so cool for multi-crew gameplay if you're stood around and you can see your friends flying around you and
bordering around.
Yeah.
So it's very much like a pervasive UI throughout the game. Like serves a lot of many purposes. You know.
I'm really glad you brought that up, Simon, because I was literally just talking about how because let's be real, we dumped about 71 episodes of ISC in 2 days. And that's not an exaggeration. When you break down the number of topics and the number of minutes you spent on them, we did 71 episodes of ISC in 2 days. I know because I was there helping you put them together and exhausted. So part of the challenge for this quarter and into next quarter is figuring out what the heck we're going to talk about, what's not to talk about. But one of the things we're discussing is we didn't really get to cover radar and scanning a whole lot of stuff. So I was literally going to break that to you afterward the show, but I'll just do it now. We're coming.
Cool. Yeah, it'd be nice to show that stuff, yeah, because we know what it does, but we're not told anyone else yet.
We're coming sooner than you might think. So the star map does take into account the stuff from the new radar and the new scanning stuff. And really cool.
Yeah, one thing, it's like you kind of got different views. So if you're looking at the actual star map view, that's like the camera's really far away from where the actual player is. So if it was real life, you wouldn't be able to see that thing from that far away. So you do have to kind of zoom into the radar view to see, say, ships flying around and so on. But I think probably we'll have friends on the big version of the map as well.
I don't know exclusively how UI this is in that ship team, but will everyone, including non-team members, be able to see doors opening on a ship so that they can track players?
Well, I checked with Rich Tyler about this just now, and so yes, at the moment that's the way it's going to work. So
I think technically it'd be harder not to. Thinking about it, thinking it through, it'd be really hard to
Exclude that data.
Yeah, exclude that data. Like if you know about the ship, you know about the inner workings. You might not necessarily know who's walking through it at any time, but you might go, that door seems to have opened and closed.
Right.
So it does have gameplay implications. So I know it might make it trickier for some people, but also people who do want to snoop on that stuff, it's going to be a fun bit of gameplay as well, I think.
Yeah. So a couple layers to that. One is, whether you can see people working in your ships. Another one, whether you can identify them. If they've done something to hide their presence, maybe you don't see them, but you'd still see your own doors, opening and closing in your ship. A couple different layers.
So the markers on the interior map are what you detect on the radar. So if you can detect people, like we saw the ping stuff in the demo that we did, then they will also appear on the interior map. But as you're saying, if they've got some mechanism of hiding themselves, then maybe they won't be so clear on the interior map as well.
Yeah, I mean, we have like the ability to hide and show different render layers. So like we could hide all doors if that's some gameplay requirement, or because also it's like you're able to see like the weapons on the ship as well and all the different components. So we can like hide those individually. And I don't know if it's like something where we get just like a base schematic of the ship, and then you kind of have to like hook into the ship to get that extra information or whatever. So
you can see that from.
But we have that. We just have that capability in the display.
Yeah, the fact it's
support
live
it.
is really cool, and we've not really explored that too much for now. So maybe there'll be some interesting gameplay that comes out of that as well.
Something not necessarily needed for a single player game, but one of those considerations that come into play with a multiplayer. So, how does the map handle areas you don't know about?
Okay, so at the moment, the idea is it's kind of you discover things as points of data. So say when you go into the Stanton system or Pyro or whatever, you'll see the planets, the big planets, probably the moons as well, but you don't necessarily know what's on the surface of that planet. So for example, if there's a mine or a mineral deposit or something like that, you're going to have to get close to that to actually detect it, and then it's going to appear on your map. So essentially, if you don't know about it, you're not going to see it. But as you explore the universe and build up this, your data bank, your map, it'll start to gradually populate, and you'll see more and more in there.
Looks like Twitch is having an issue right now, but we're going to soldier on because we're still recording.
The future is threatened by enemies often unseen.
Stay alert, Marine.
And unexpected. In the midst of an uncertain and evolving world, the need for Marines to defeat these shifting threats is critical, because the need to ensure stability for our nation has never been greater. When there are battles to win for America's future, there is one constant: Marines.
Step, does it route you to the ASOP terminal? And then does it tell you what ship to put, because you might have 10 ships. So you might already have some ships on the landing pad. Which one's it going to pick? Is it going to pick the fastest one? Is it going to pick the safest one? I agree with you. No, I think just on a technical basis, I don't want to set off down that route. I think let the players play the game how they want and give them a hand moving around like some of our more complex environments. But it's not about like just you've seen people drive like this, right? Where they're just following the sat nav into a field or something.
Playing the map's a very real thing. I think I eventually tapped out of like the Arkham series of games because I was just constantly in the map mode. I was just running around in map mode. I was running around in Bat Vision or whatever it was. It was just like I'm not playing the game. I'm playing the UI. It was great UI, but it now superseded the game at that point. So
much as we like to promote UI, I think we've also made some great visuals beyond the UI. So yeah.
Well, I mean, like for instance, the new ship HUDs. Like we've taken like the effort to try like clear up the view of like all these UI elements. Like it's like really cluttered in the PU right now. It's really messy, and so like that's kind of we want to clear it up so like you can appreciate the environments a lot more, right?
You say clear it up, so I want to ask you about customization. Customization. I think. Again, since the first version of the PU went out in December of 2015, people have always asked questions about customization. Can I change colors, or can I change brightness, or can I change, or can I move this over here, over there? Talk to me about customization. We've only got a few more minutes before we switch over to Torsten and Guillermo, but I think this is what people would really like to know and have discussed: is how far are we looking to take this? Are there technical limitations that will just prevent us from doing everything we want? Just talk to me in general about how important or not, maybe it's not, please don't say it's not, but how important is the ability to customize the UI?
Well, it happens. There's two levels anyway. There's in-law customization, as in how you'd actually customize your ship. That's a bit beyond the scope of what I know about, but we also talk about accessibility as well. So the size of text, color blindness, and all things like that. So we have, as a system programmer, like we have to deal with that kind of stuff. We're building all that in anyway because we have to do appropriate things for color blindness and text sizes, so you can read things and not have just such tiny text everywhere. But that really helps the game designers as well, because the game designers will talk about how we want to be able to customize our ship, or we want to be able to customize the way a shop looks or something like it. From a systems point of view that I'm involved in, it's just about trying to make the UI as flexible as possible, so then we can do that sort of stuff. I don't know where we're at with the design for customization of particularly ships. So obviously the ships are the most important things. I mean, Yogi showed quite a lot of that stuff off at the show, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think at the moment a lot of the
more that we can do as well.
A lot of the customization at the moment is things like on the MFDs you can choose which MFD you're looking at, that kind of thing. For now, our main focus is like take all that information and get it good for the player, and also try and get it contextual, so you're not seeing things you don't need to see and that kind of thing. So, well, for now you can't customize everything to a great deal. It hopefully is a better player experience, and I think longer term. We've always talked about being able to have, say, if you buy a new helmet, maybe it has a different kind of style of UI. If you've got different mobiGlas, maybe you've got the pink version, for example. So I think tying things to items is probably going to be the first thing before we get to the level where we're letting players customize every single piece here and there.
Yeah, I think the customization will probably manifest itself first in like the accessibility options, like for color blindness and text size and things like that. And then anything beyond that's probably later down the line. So.
About just things like brightness against white backgrounds of Microtech. But,
Yeah.
I mean, is this an Awapo? Is this like this forever demon at the end of all things UI? Is the UI against the white snow of Microtech?
It's way more complicated than you'd expect, believe it or not. like you think, well, can we not just draw it with a drop shadow, or do we adjust the brightness? But yeah, we definitely know it's a problem, and we work on it quite a lot. And then
it kind of comes and goes. We go through waves of like it'll come up and right, nobody can read it. We've got to fix it. So we make it better, and then it's like, yeah, that'll do for now. And then 6 months later, it's like, you can't read this. Can't read it on the snow background. So yeah, We'll get it perfect one day, but I'm sure there'll be more of those like waves as we get there.
It won't be as fast as some people. Won't be as fast as I want it. Let's just be completely honest. But it's all right. I appreciate that I appreciate that you're aware of it. I appreciate that you're working on it, and I think some people will be too. All right. Last before we let you go, Bone, are you recovered from being a meme?
Yeah, that was an unexpected turn of events. I wasn't. Of all the things that I was predicting that could or couldn't happen, that wasn't one of them. But yeah, it was all very wholesome. It seems. I appreciate the love of the community.
What was going on in your head, Emily? What happened?
Told me to do it.
I did, and this is true.
You told me to do it.
Can I say in my defence that, like, I asked Emily to be clear. What the problem was is when demoing something like the star mapping, I had a tendency to just go freestyle and just start spinning things around, and it was like, no, we need to actually demo specific features. So I says, well, you just tell me to do the thing, and in my defence, I couldn't hear a voice when we're on stage, right. And you hear the reflection because it was a big hall, and you hear Emily would say it, and then about half a second later I would go like this. So it made me look like a bit of a muppet, to use a Mancunian term.
I lied. Not the last question. There is one last kind of bugaboo question I want to ask about a landing UI. That's but besides the adjustments and the customization, one of the big forever questions is the return, either the return or the next iteration of some kind of downward facing landing UI to help folks out. Any joy, any love, any hope you can offer anybody here?
Yeah, so I have looked into it to some degree. It's not very progressed right now, but it is something we're thinking about and working on. So.
Yep. So using that hollow sphere for useful stuff.
Watch this space.
You switch to Emily's camera. Emily, I want you to look right at that camera and say, "I'm going to give you a landing UI."
I'm going to give you a landing UI.
I promise.
I promise.
In the video, you can see how much of an impact these occurrences had on his well-being.
What I said would happen at the beginning, huh?
You know, the ghost is not scary.
Thanks, guys. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with us and be here with us. Thank you for everything you did in putting together that CitizenCon presentation. I told you when we first started talking about it, it was going to be one of the most sought after and enjoyed presentations, and you guys absolutely delivered. So thank you so much. Torsten and Guillermo, are you still there? Nope. Okay. So we've lost our second guest, so we're going to take a short break and see if we can't get them back on the line. And if all things work, we'll be back with Torsten and Guillermo for a follow-up to their resource management presentation at CitizenCon. So stay tuned. All right. Is that working? Guillermo, Torsten, you there?
Yeah. Yes. Hello.
We're having a day here. Apparently, when you don't use the studio for 6-7 weeks, everything breaks. Welcome back to Star Citizen Live, CitizenCon follow-up. Joining us for the second half of the show are Torsten and Guillermo from the EUPU gameplay and feature teams. Welcome, guys. Say hello.
Hello. Nice to be here. Hi.
It's going to be one of those things. All right, so you guys did your presentation on the resource management system, sometimes referred to as the engineering gameplay system. How'd it go? Was it well received? Did you guys have a good time? Talk to me for a minute while I work on one more technical thing.
I think we didn't get all the time to talk about all the things we want to say for engineering, so it's good that we have this segment to clarify a lot of the questions the community is having, and so that Thorsten can really, go on and on about his designs.
Yes.
Would you agree with that, Thorsten?
Well, partly, yes.
Yeah.
Well, we had to rush it a bit on stage, but so it's good that we have the opportunity to talk a bit about it.
Yeah, you had the unfortunate placement of being directly after the Future of Star Engine presentation, which started out as a 45-minute long presentation like all the others, then grew to 55 minutes, then 65, then 75, then 85. I don't know what the actual runtime was, but if somebody can look it up on YouTube and see, but I'm pretty sure we got upwards of nearly 90 minutes before all is said and done. So I do appreciate you expediting things and getting us back on track. So we're not. So we'll go ahead and we're going to do a follow up on ISC and about some of the talking points we didn't get to cover. But for now, let's just jump right into some of the questions from the community that we have while things are still working before we lose you again. First question from the community: will soft death ships be repairable?
So that's a good question, and it comes first with, okay, what is soft death? So soft death is a bit of an interim solution due to the fact that we cannot actually currently in the game, let you damage power plants or relays or anything like that. So that means that, the way the game works currently, if you set something to 0 HP, it will just explode. Soft death allows us to bypass that a bit so that you get, a non-functional ship that you can still loot. With the physical damage system, we expect that to change, and instead of having soft death as its own thing, have it be more along the lines of, if you lose enough parts to your ship, you will stop flying or you will stop being able to fight. And whether that's repairable, it will depend. In some cases, some components are easy to change and repair. On the other hand, power plants for some ships are so large that you would need to tow the ship all the way back to port to do any kind of repair.
And that's one of the. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Torsten.
Yeah. So to add to that, the soft death that we currently have is basically just an interim solution to the proper soft death that will then come with what Guillermo just described.
And that's going to
provide. Moving forward. Sorry.
Okay.
Like even moving forward with Maelstrom, it will be more complex where players will be able to shoot away certain sections of the ship. So you don't even have to repair the ship items on it, but you have to exchange entire segments of the ship itself.
And when vehicles like the SRV and stuff come on, these vehicles that are designed to tow other ships and other wrecks, one of the virtues of that is they'll be able to grab onto these soft death ships and bring them back for repair, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's in the end, people should expect, especially in the long term, a more detailed damage system. A big example that came in the questions was crash landings, that the ship still tends to explode. In theory, as long as you have enough crumple space, so to speak, in the sense that you don't hit a mountain head on. With Maelstrom, you would probably expect to lose wings.
Yep. Oh. Did we lose him?
I think so.
It's one of those days. We had a really good 2 days at CitizenCon where stuff was like This is my penance. This is my penance. We've lost Guillermo and Torsten right now. We're going to attempt to get them back here. Did the just what happened? All right, we're going to go back to the "we'll be right back" sequence, and we're going to see if we can do this one more time. Be back in a minute, everybody. Hi, everybody. So, yeah, we're not going to be able to get Torsten and Guillermo back for this show. So we'll attempt to address those things and have them back on one of the future shows that we have before the end of the year. Right now, who wants to ask me anything? I mean, I could just end the show here, or we could do Ask Disco, Ask Jared. We got a live chat, right? We got a live chat. What you got? What you got? What you got for me? You can let Guillermo and Torsten go since we can't bring them in, Dave. But let's see, what else we got? Anything? Anything? How are you? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. It's been a little hard coming down from the high of CitizenCon. CitizenCon was like, pinnacle of almost a decade of my time here, making all that happen. And so the last couple weeks afterwards have been really hard crashed. But yeah, it's to be expected. Any news on the Raylan? No, not from me. I don't make spaceships. What was your favorite and worst moment at CitizenCon? Give me a little bit to think about that. Jared, what are you most excited for this year? Most of what you just saw us talking about, the UI stuff. It's not hyperbole when I say that UI is the one element of game production that touches everything else. I mean, I'm sure all of you, many of you, most of you, saw what that new star map does, saw what the new internal map is, saw what the new mobiGlas was, and how they will completely, totally, and utterly, reinvent the experience of living in the persistent universe, and then had to go back to the game as it currently is and log in with the game as it is today. It's hard. It's hard. So the thing that I'm most excited about is getting that stuff in there. It's one of the reasons we launched this 5 weeks of CitizenCon follow-ups that we have with the UI stuff, because that is the stuff I'm most excited about. That you get that stuff in there, and everything else just changes after that. How many weed? What is that? Oh, it says how many weed CIG smoke in month? I didn't misread that. That was the syntax. That's what I was tripping on the syntax. Can we get another Jared exclusive Starcloth demo? No. I still owe Chrome Ninja a call. I said I would call him afterwards, and I never did. I'm such a jerk. Is that model 3D printed, and where can we get the files? This is the Rocinante from The Expanse. Big fans of Star Citizen and Squadron 42. James, the two folks who make up James Corey. Jared, where can I get that hoodie you were wearing? You have to hire in and work here several years ago. It's not even available today. What happened with the fire marshal at the after party? I don't know. I'm not the fire marshal. Jared used voice without the video. No, it's the whole machine that brings them in is down. That's why we can't even do just voice, unfortunately. When are you and Tyler going to do a show together again? Man, if it were up to me, we'd still be doing Citizens of the Stars, man. We used to, we were always on that stuff together, but, reality happens. That we improve the quality of the other shows. ISC, not this one. This one's a POS this week. Really got to get this working. But the other show, it takes a lot more time, a lot more effort. So we couldn't continue the show that we just kind of got goofed off on and stuff like that. But I miss him. It was one of the best parts about CitizenCon was getting to hang out and be together. Question: do we know of any ships being completely reworked? You tell me. You're asking if you know of any. Do you? Weird question. How is everyone doing mentally after the hard push of the event? I kind of talked about it at the beginning of this part. It's big highs can often lead to big lows afterwards. It's the case with me and my particular brain chemistry. Other people can just go on and stay super high. But it was a high. It was a high. It was, whatever you guys felt watching it, imagine what it must feel like making it. It was hands down one of the better experiences of my entire time here. Let's see, what else we got? Lando, which Jordans are you rocking today? Not anything fancy. These are my Jordan Stay Loyal 2s in midnight blue. These are the ones I wear when it rains. So not the classic Jordan 1s or the Jordan 3s that I like, but these are more comfortable and they're a bit more watertight. So I wear these ones. Buying things on CitizenCon increase our concierge level? I have no idea. I have virtually no involvement with the concierge or the subscriber program. For my work, it's got to be for everybody. You are all citizens. Did you cry over server meshing? I didn't, but that story CR said was absolutely true. It was he recounted the story, so I don't think I have anything to add to it. But he was, it was just one of those kind of, everybody gets together and kind of reviews what they're talking about, showing things to CR so he can, plus something up or send us in a different direction. And Paul Rendell has this video. He says, he goes, just casually, I think I've figured out how to demonstrate server meshing, because you remember, some of you remember, you still give me crap about it. We tried to tell a server meshing story at the beginning of this year, and the problem with it is that it's not a very visual thing. So if you can't show it, it's just a bunch of people talking. So we learned that the hard way. We kind of knew it. We thought we would try anyway, and it didn't work. So it took a year. It took the better part of a year, 9 months. And Paul Rendell, super stud that he is, shows up and says, "I think I've got a way. I think I've got a way to show it." And he shows this, and we're all just kind of like just anime eyes watching this thing. Like, I can't. He did it. Yes, it works, but also we figured out how to demonstrate it visually, because the thing works on the size and scale of star systems and stuff, so it's a very hard thing to show visually. And he did it, and it was a recording. Most of CitizenCon was pre-recorded, stuff like this. And Chris's response after he teared up, he challenged Paul to do it live, which is if you want to know what it's like working for CR. Man, he showed him this amazing thing, and then he was like, "This is great. This is wonderful. If you weren't a coward, you'd do it live." And then Paul and myself and a couple IT people spent the next 3 weeks, because it was just 3 weeks before, completely rejiggering that presentation in order to figure out how to do it live and stuff. So that's probably my favorite thing about CitizenCon. Going back to that question, my favorite thing about CitizenCon is my favorite thing about working here, is that we don't chicken out. It's we don't take the easy road. If there's a way to do something that would be better, then even if it comes with more risk, and it almost always comes with more risk, we do it. That's why this is the only place that lets me do this job. It's the only company in the world that would let me do this. And I love that place. I love that. All right. I'm just going to check my chat to see if I've made anybody angry here. Nope, nobody's angry with me at the moment. So we're going to keep the questions coming. We got a few more minutes here. Do you look at questions that don't have the question prefix? No. Chat's too crazy. Chat's too crazy. The question prefix, the big capital letters surrounded by brackets. That's how I've trained myself over the years to try to pull these things out of chat, and I still miss half of them, or 3/4 of them completely. If we're being honest with each other. Can you tease some upcoming ISC topics soon? Well, we said it earlier in the show, and it wasn't hyperbole. CitizenCon was 71 ISCs. It's if you wonder why if you wonder why no other game company does a weekly recurring behind the scenes docuseries in the middle of their development, it's because it's hard. It's really hard. But then to also do a big 2-day event where we basically dump an entire year's worth of ISC content in 2 days while still having to make ISC content, it's hard, but it goes back to what I said. It's not the easy thing. The easy thing would be to, take a quarter of ISC off, or 2 quarters of ISC off, or whatever. But we don't do the easy thing. We do what we think is the better thing. So so ISC topics for the remainder of the year are going to be a little. Some of the things are ones you can expect. We got 2 weeks of IAE coming up, so. Pretty standard. These 2 weeks of every year are dedicated to ship content. So the next 2 episodes of ISC that air during IAE are going to be all dedicated to the new ships and vehicles that are debuting at this year's event. Then the week after that is probably going to be a look at Pyro Playground and the what's it called? The public test channel? Is that what we're calling it? Preview channel. The preview channel. It's going to be a bit about the preview channel and what it is and how it works and why things will come to it and why things will go from it. And then a look back at the Pyro Playground for the folks who didn't get a chance to experience it and why certain things were this way and that way. And then we got like a 17-minute section that's just dedicated to camping and griefing at the spawn habs. You have the option not to. I understand the thing lets you, but it's a choice to do and a choice not to. Every one of us are capable of making those choices. And then we could do some 322 stuff that hasn't been announced on the public roadmap yet, so I'm not ready to say what that is. And then, yeah, I mean, we got like 2 weeks after that for 322 stuff, and then we're done with the year. And then I take the thing that I dream about every 2 years, a 17-day trip to Walt Disney World, where I forget each and every one of you exists. God, it sounds so good. Disney World, not forgetting you exist. Will we see an ISC on structural salvage? Yes. Can we play as Bone in Star Citizen? No, there's only one. Will we see anything on bounty hunting or building interiors soon? Soon is a relative term. You'll see something on building interiors probably next year. Work on building interiors was the teams that were working on building interiors were pulled off and reassigned to getting the distribution centers farther along for their release as part of 4.0 and stuff like this, and showcase at CitizenCon. So the work on building interiors is sort of slowed down for a bit, like I said too. But as the work on the distribution centers becomes more and more complete, those folks will be able to go back and resume their work on building interiors. It's like we say, the only constant in game development is change. We're going to check our chats and make sure nobody's angry at us again. I mean, I could make up another rule, but that's what I'm doing. I make up a lie and just say, hold on, I'm getting a message from my mom. But no, every once in a while, I just got to check and make sure that nobody's angry at me. When I call audibles like this. Should we get out the whiteboard? What's your favorite character in The Expanse? Amos. Let's see. Did you cry watching the Squadron 42 trailer? Not cry, because you see me in there, and whatever. I was one part of many parts of putting it together, scripting it and working out. Bone touched on it a little bit earlier in the show. We don't always show Squadron 42, but we don't always see it internally either. Everybody's got their work, and everybody's got their thing that they're working on, and everybody's got their part of things that they're focused on and stuff like this. So we don't always see this. We don't always have this opportunity to pull back and see how it all fits together. That's the stuff that CR and Rich Tyrer and those guys. That's the world that they live in. We're always just focused in these little areas. So getting to see that come together. That video started as a little 2 to 3 minute thing. Oh, we're just gonna do a little thing. And then it was like, no, we can show this, and oh, we got to show this, and oh, we got to show this, and we got to talk about this, and it's like, again, the easy thing would have been to do that little 2 or 3 minute thing we originally spec'd out, but we don't do the easy thing. We do what we genuinely and historically believe is the better thing, even if it's almost always the harder thing, and that was certainly what Hold the Line was, and I think the results speak for itself. It's anybody that was at the event in whatever spare time I had, they probably heard me say, you need to make sure that you're in your seat at 4:30. Don't let any force on earth pull you out of that seat, because in that stage with that screen and that sound system and those 3,000 people in the audience, that was one heck of an experience, man. One heck of an experience. Let's see what else we got. When are we getting Jared merch? All right, I'll sell you this for $75. You can buy some of my old cassette tapes, $5 each.
We need bubbleheads.
No, you don't need bobbleheads. That's rude. That's rude. I don't think Pete knows the story. I don't think Pete knows why my head bobbles. Everybody always like, we need a disco bobblehead. I broke my neck. That's why my head bobbles. I broke 2 vertebrae in my neck in the year 2000 and never healed well. And now if I stay too stationary for too long, the cartilage inflames, and it's just a constant forever pain because I'm too chicken to get the surgery that they keep telling me I need. So I bobble. It keeps it loose. It keeps me pain-free. But in case you ever wondered, in case you ever left a YouTube comment, hey Jared, just stop bobbling your head, man. I'd like to, but it hurts. Just check our chat, see if we're in trouble. Or not. Hey Lenny, are you in here? Lenny never came back. Lenny, are you ready with the with the raid? We're gonna raid a star. We're gonna raid a Star Citizen stream here. I think Lenny's in charge of it. Lenny is our recently added French community manager. Lenny, send me a message on Teams if you're ready. If you're ready, so we'll wrap that up and get that thrown to you. Let's see. Any more trouble? Any more questions? Will there be an NPC Jared in game for in-game events? No. I appreciate the request. I appreciate that it comes from a good place, and I'm truly honored. But there has to be some part of this project where you guys can get away from me. Like, I only host this show. I'm not a good host. Look at me. Look at me right now. Look at me. Like, this is not, I'm no professional host. My job is to make this stuff from top to bottom, to write it, to produce it, to direct it, to all stuff like this. I only host it because I'm the guy in charge of hiring the host, and I just like it. It's my little release each week, but it's not actually my job. My job is the making stuff. But it's like, because I do that, like, there's got to be some place where you can escape me. There's got to be some place where you can enjoy Star Citizen without having to deal with my big giant bobbly head, and that should be in game. Let's see. We got a message from Lenny. Jake is on it. Okay, Jake is on it. All right. So yeah, that's it, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out with us. Sorry that we didn't get to the second half of our guests due to technical problems. We're gonna see if we can't square those things away before next week. Next week's show is scheduled to be members of the Life in the First Person and Taking Flight presentations. So the FPS and the ship gameplay stuff, Yogi and Jens and them. So we got 7 days to figure this out and get this going. So hopefully we'll be on track, and then we'll figure out when we can bring Torsten and Guillermo back and get that done. So thanks for hanging out with us. And we're going to start the raid here. You guys can start the raid. Yeah, just... I really like doing this. And I really like you. Thanks for letting us do this. I'll talk to you later, everybody. Bye.
But you just wanted to listen to chat. That's kind of where you could be. But if you can't hop into the Discord chat, then you're forced to watch the stream. I could see that, actually. So, like, if you just wanted to listen, yeah. Oh, no. What's happening? What's happening? There's so many hellos. What's going on? Hey. Okay.
You got raided.
I don't see a raid come through.
You got raided from Star Citizen itself, the main Star Citizen.
What? Are you serious right now?
Yeah, 100%.
Where did that even come through? I don't even see anything. What's happening?
They spammed your chat so quickly that you didn't have a chance to.
Oh my gosh, what's happening?
Almost 2,000 people.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the follows. Oh my goodness. Welcome. Welcome. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I gotta do the raid dance. Hey everyone. Welcome. Welcome. We're actually just cruising around Pyro. If I have 5 deaths today, we're going to be giving away a Drake Cutter. But welcome. Jiggle, jiggle, it folds. Wiggle, wiggle, for sure. Makes me want to dribble, dribble. You know, riding in my feet. You really have to see it. Greetings, greetings. How is everyone? See the seats go back to my mind. Sipping some red wine. Oh my gosh. You guys, this is crazy. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much.
This land is going to get pretty interesting. Define interesting. Oh God, oh God.
Welcome, welcome. Mac Attack. This is from Kenny. Who was it again? It's not popping up. Super Mac Brother. What's up, Super Mac Brother? Oh my gosh. Could we get a shout out for Super Mac Brother? Super Mac Brother, I have got a raid for you. Or I mean, I've got a raid song for you. Thank you, everyone. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the follows, everyone that came in. Do you guys play Star Citizen? If you do, what do you pilot? What do you do in the verse? It was me, Jake. Jake, what? Jake, what is up? How are you? Oh my gosh. Mac and Jake, thank you. You guys, this is crazy. Thank you so much for all the follows. Do you guys play Star Citizen? What do you pilot? I have so many questions. The ISC show. Oh my gosh, Made in Ariana. Star Citizen. Thank you so much. Oh wow, I'm sweating. Like I need one of those things. Super good to see a streamer in Info Report and Star Citizen. Oh, the Corsair is your baby. Thank you guys for the follows. Cuddy Black. Coffee, good morning. How are you doing this morning? Oh, the Carrack. You pilot the Carrack too. It is a good ship. Oh, you like the Mercury? The Mercury is awesome too. I'm a 600/400. I'm an Origin gal, but I have bought a Drake. I'm looking at the Redeemer. I like a lot of the ships. Namil Gaming, Captain, Cabalor, Carl. There's so many. Thank you guys so much for the follows. Everyone, thank you. Thank you. We gotta do the little raid song too. Let me just pop out of here for a second and thank you guys. I'm like overwhelmed. There's so many things going off right now that it's gonna take a while for everything. The whole like thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh for all the sub primes. Oh my gosh, Dragon, Icon. I apologize so much if I missed it. Like they're going through so fast I can't see things. I gotta take a breath. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. Icon for the sub. I'm just gonna scroll up and make sure. You guys are amazing. Dracan, thank you so much. I do need a medic. I need a medic right now. X Major, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you guys. I'm scrolling. Super Mac Brother, the shout out. Oh, Lefty. Oh my gosh. How are you, Oh Lefty? Thank you so much for the gifted subs. It's going to be a while before those sounds come through. Thank you. Oh, Lefty. I'm going to do a little cheer. I'm going to do a little cheer for that one. This is for you, Oh Lefty. A gifted for I'm So Hungry and Yotsun and Maggie Salo. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. You guys. I'm sweating and crying at the same time. You guys are amazing. Yeah. Look at this place though. Oh my gosh. It is having like serious Star Wars vibes. Maiden Ariana, thank you so much. Did you get your DM, Maiden Ariana? There's a DM back there for you. Thank you so much. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for all the follows. I really appreciate it. For the next hour, hope you guys like that image. I could turn it down a little bit or shut it off, but I kind of like it. I like the sound. Yeah, the DM. Yay. Yay. I'm going to turn down system for just a little bit, just so it's not too much. And the sound alert, the crash sound alert. I think we're okay right now. Is this for the mission? But thank you so much for the raid. Oh yeah. If we do end up dying, I've died once. I've got 3 more deaths, and then we do a giveaway. Oh no. Oh no! We gotta get out of here. Oh my gosh. You said bomb incoming just in time. That was crazy. Who got us? Who got us? Is he? Okay. Oh, someone they had an A1. Yep. Okay. Next ship. I actually did start calling the 890 again. It's taken a second to load. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, we have an org if anyone's interested. Thank you so much for the raid. Allie. Oh, that song. Yeah, it locked up for me too. The sounds are still going though. I fixed those this morning and those suckers are still going. All right, I'm gonna turn down the sounds though for a second.
Perished at once that the game is struggling.
Okay, we're gonna shut that off just for a second so I can do the raid song while we reload. Thank you so much, everyone. This is so amazing. Thank you for all the follows. Thank you for all the subs. Tech, thank you for the sub. Oh my gosh, thank you. If I missed it, I do apologize. I will be going through and checking it, and hopefully I can do thank you in Discord. If you guys want to head over to Discord, we're all hanging out right now. Was killed 2 times so far. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. All right, something's happening. It's still, are you guys hopping out all the way and then hopping back in? Or, okay, I'll quit too then. Okay. All right, let's close this down. All right, we're back up. We're back up. That was everything locked up there for a second. All right, we're back. Yes, exactly. Oh my God, Expediter. Expediter, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Yes, Allie, thank you. Everything locked up and then it kind of just shut down and rebooted pretty quick. But Expediter, thank you so much for that. I'm going to turn back on the sound. I had it shut off for just a second. Look at the hype train. It's level 4. You guys, what? Thank you. I'm heading in right now. All right, still down on your end. No. Hopefully it'll boot back up now. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Couldn't let it be. Expediter, thank you so much. That was so sweet. Level 5. Oh my gosh. Yes, I see the level 5 now. Oh my gosh, you guys. I got to turn this back on. The sound alerts, alert box. Here we go. Sound. Ellie! Ellie, Bo Belly. What? Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, the sounds are back on. It's going to be a while before we get to all of those sounds, but thank you. I wish we could fast forward through the follows, but it's all in a queue. Thank you, Ellie. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And Expediter, you guys are amazing. Thank you. Oh, look at all those gifted subs. I'm sweating, like legit. I have little tissues here. I'll just do this. I need one of those, like a little fan or something. Throw 100 subs to see how much level train gets you. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Thank you, Cradle. Oh my goodness. I need to put my hair up in a ponytail. Like it's just like it's hot. It's hot. We're all here. Okay, I think we're ready to hop back in. We're doing this. We're doing this. I still have not done my raid. Okay, let's do this. My raid dance. I've got this. While we're doing this here, I'm gonna go just as chatting. Discord is off for a second. I'm gonna turn the background back on. We're just in the loading screen, but I have to show you guys the dance. Okay, you guys ready? I gotta turn the music off over here. And we're gonna start it over here. This is for you, Star Citizen. Thank you so much for the raid. It was so crazy, right? Okay. R for radical. This is very radical today. Yes, it's very 80s and 90s in here. A for awesome, because you guys are all awesome. Thank you for hanging out, especially through the technical difficulties. I for incredible, because you guys are absolutely incredible. D for danger, because there's going to be a lot of danger today. I've got 2 deaths, 3 more to go. No, 3 more to go, and then we do a giveaway. Pack, I've been streaming for 2 years now. So yeah, I'm gonna say it's been a while, maybe. Do you consider 2 years a long time? I guess it's subjective. It's subjective. Some people think 2 years is a long time, and some people think, I'm gonna turn down Discord, turn Discord back on.
Whichever she takes the party invite.
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, I'm in. Thank you for waiting for me. We rated Sesame Street. It's so true. I actually always say that. I'm like, it's a little bit rave, a little bit Sesame Street. It's funny that you say that. I like Sesame Street. I do like at Halloween, I do Count Dracula. Yeah, that was really fun. It's like a really long face that comes on. Yeah, yep. When we do counting here. Yeah, I do a puppet at Christmas. I do. Yeah, this is a little bit Sesame Street. You nailed it. If you're missing Sesame Street in your life, then you're in the right place. You guys know that you like Sesame Street.
Would not have been able to keep track of all that stuff.
The poets, oh my gosh, how are you? How are you? Thank you so much for the sub. Can we get a shout out for the poet? Haunted Hayride. Yes, that was so fun. Oh my gosh, I miss you guys so much. I feel like it should not be a once a year thing. It needs to be like every month thing. We all need to get together. It makes me so happy that the Star Citizen community was able to get together and have such an amazing time, but also sad that we don't get to do it as much as I want to. But I'm already counting down the days for next year. I'm so excited. So excited. Oh, let me just check this up here. PC specs, yes. Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. It was so amazing. Yeah. I know I saw something about the 2 years and I missed it. You can go ahead and put that down. Let me check. Let me just scroll up and see. Yes, I do remember that from when I was young. Yeah, Sesame Street was good. Remember the Yup Yup guys? I love those guys. I miss them. Oh my gosh, level 7. You guys, this is crazy. A level 7 hype train. I'm good, Natchwatch. How are you doing? All right, I'm gonna make sure. I don't know if I can hear the sounds in Pyro. Sometimes the sounds are here and sometimes they're not. Like when I load in. Oh, I heard it. Okay, good. There was one time I hopped in and there were no sounds. It was sad. It was sad. Radar! Thank you so much. Thank you for the sub. You're doing awesome. That's good to hear. I wrote 2 years. Don't sound like a long time, but it really is. Yeah. It doesn't sound like a long time, but yeah, I've learned a lot in the 2 years. It's been a fun ride. Thank you so much for the follow, everyone. Radar, Streezy, do you guys play Star Citizen? If you do, what do you pilot? I'm still sweating. You guys are also amazing. Okay. I really do need one of those like little fans. All right, we are heading down to the lobby, which I think that's where we were, honestly. I think I just went in the wrong elevators again. Let's open the door to the lobby. It kind of reminds me of the old commercials from like inside of movie theaters. Go to the lobby. Get yourself some popcorn. Blasted, thank you so much for the follow. Do you play Star Citizen? If you do, what do you pilot? What do you do in the work? What do you do in the verse? Level 7 hype train. Sweat stream. I know. It really does. I'm so sweaty. Like, that's definitely what happens. I gotta take it. My throat is dry. I think we've caught up with the alerts. I think when when everything shut down and came back on, I think the sounds got reset. But thank you guys so much for level 7. I feel like that deserves a little dance. I gotta do a little dance. Oh my gosh, Skywolf, thank you so much. The elevator is so perfect for that. We have a little song going on here. I don't have my fog machine right now. So sad. But this is for you guys. I actually can fight and dance. Not well, but it can happen. Thank you so much for the hype train 7. What? You guys are awesome. Are we going to Hangar 12 to pick up ammo? I try to be serious with my group. All right, I'm heading to 7. No, 12. I mean 12. We're going to 12. That's where it is. I don't know what's in Hangar 7. I've never been there.
You don't want to know what's in Hangar 7. You can't handle the truth.
Right, now I need to go to Hangar 7 to see what's up. Big bad fish. Thank you so much. This is not helping the sweating. This is not helping.
Now we need to call enough ships until we get a ship in Hangar 7.
Right?
And just stay there.
Let's head down. Yeah, I'll just stand in the corner. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Thank you guys so.
iPhone 15 Pro for your husband. iPhone 15 Pro. Carolers, to tell me you want a new iPhone, a better plan's Verizon.
No way they take this wreck.
Yes, they will, and you'll get iPhone 15 Pro and Apple TV 4K and Apple One, all 3 on them. Do that. We tried to tell him, but he paid us a lot.
It was a lot.
This holiday, turn any iPhone in any condition into a new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium, Apple TV 4K, and 6 months of Apple One. All 3 on us. It's holiday every day with Verizon.
Geico makes car insurance easy as play names getting out of hand.
Kentucky Double Right 200, Imitation Crab, Zebra 60.
That's exactly the same as Near Left Turbo Tortilla Chip Flippy Floppy Extra Spicy Salsa Sweet 16.
You're thinking of diced onion 10, ground beef, ricotta, rigatoni, marinara, preheat the oven to 350, cool down, and serve.
That's not even a play. That's a baked ziti recipe.
Baked ziti.
Get a quote on Amazon before the next play. It's easy to Geico.
It's ziti time. Let's go to lunch.
It's so cool. I am naked. I was. It's seriously the wrong place to be when you're naked. All right, let's get a weapon. Is someone shooting at me right now? Oh, Bash is. I should probably just go down here. Let me see what I have on me for a weapon. I don't think I have what I want. We've got.
All right, there should be dead guys with armor here.
Does anyone have a F9 by chance?
You can buy one upstairs.
Oh, that's right.
But, I'll see if one of these folks have one.
I can grab anything too. I don't know if it's gonna matter a lot. I don't know if it'll matter a lot, honestly. Oh, awesome, taking everyone out over here. I'll just grab anything. Well, except for this. Well, maybe I'll grab that. I'm still kind of learning a lot about the weapons. Oh, that's got a nice scope, though. We'll put that away. We'll save that. And what do you guys have for favorite weapons? It's, I kind of go with, I think it's called the FS9 is the one that I usually end up using just because it's easy to find ammo when I'm out. And I find it to be easy to use. Kitty helmet, yes.
Yeah, I see it as well.
Oh, I've got eyes again. Oh no, and maybe I'm not in the party.
Yeah, invite me. Thank you, sir.
Let me check and make sure.
You're gonna accept it. Your pip will go away.
Yeah. Oh, now Alfie's came in.
Okay,
So,
so
yeah,
you can see it.
You're in the party now.
Is Lord Moore in our party?
Lord Moore?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Just checking. Just checking. Lord Moore, if you're out there, let me know. I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful. Sorry. I have a little bit of the con cold still. And the sweating. Gun. Yeah, I do. Which gun do you like? Oh, the S71 is a good rifle. Is that the one that I picked up? I don't know much about this one. It seemed like it was cool though. I like the attachment it had on it. You like LMG? Really? It's really interesting what you kind of end up going to. I like to use the PSLR. Yeah, the PS6 or the I always call it the PS6 probably because of PlayStation, but the P6 is good too. You swap out the scope for close range. Oh, that's awesome.
Whoever just moved pushed me out.
My favorite. Oh, the C54. The AO3. I actually use the AO3 a lot. That one I know a little bit about.
Yeah, no, everybody.
Concrud hit me for like 11 days. Right, Concrud. Oh my gosh, made in Ariana. I love that name. Concrud. I've been calling it the Con Cough or the Con Cold. But yeah, I still have it. It's still lingering. I'm going to play some music because I don't hear any pyro music going on. So I'm going to play music in the background.
Perfect. Now I have everyone's markers.
You might. It might be really quiet until some of the music is louder than others. But when I can't hear the pyro music, it makes me sad.
Fell out of the elevator, so
The P4, that's a good one too, actually.
come back.
Oh.
Yeah.
A full auto handgun. I can't wait for that. Oh, I haven't heard of that one.
Well, I say fell out. I was shoved out.
Oh. You use the P4 and AO3. The P4 and the AO3. See, those are good. I would probably do the P6 and the AO3 would probably be the two that I would go to. Oh, did you already pull a ship?
Oh, no.
Okay. I could pull with the 600. Although the 890, I can retrieve that. We can just try that again. It's in docking port 1. Let's give that a go. Let's see if
The 890's ready?
Yeah, docking port 1.
We took that long?
I know, that's crazy. I think it was an hour too. The Karna, I don't think I know that one. It's a type of weapon?
There's a naked dead man in this elevator.
Hangar 1. Thank you so much for the follow, Blaster. Do you play Star Citizen? If you do, what do you pilot? What do you do in the verse?
Somebody's coming on the ship with us, by the way.
I do like the Illumin. See, there's so much I need to learn about the weapons.
What do you mean?
I think it's one of the classes we're going to have to do in the org. We do like a lot of combat stuff and, you know, mining and things, but I really need to learn about certain things like armor, the difference. Like, I think we've done like sniping practices and stuff like that. I think that the drills are really fun that we do. All right, let's head over here. Huh, there's 2 ships here. I feel like someone's not going to let the cutter leave.
The cutter?
Or the cutty, the cutlass.
Yeah, Athi went to Hangar 7 just to see what was going on.
Oh, are you guys, this isn't us? Is this really Hangar 7? Did I do that on autopilot?
Yeah, we're at docking port 1.
Oh, right. Oh, I'm at Hangar 1. That's what I did. Like, what is happening here? Don't go to Hangar 1. Someone's really mad at the cutlass. They're like, you're not leaving. So, Lee Sam, thank you for the follow. Do you play Star Citizen? If you do, what do you pilot? What do you do in the verse? Oh, I hit Hangar 1. That's funny. There's definitely some kind of argument going on there.
These are in the elevators now. You can bring them to Hangar 12 and shoot them and take their stuff.
All right. I feel like there was some road rage going on, some space rage going on there. That Connie was like jammed into the back of that Cutlass.
Oh, I don't know.
It's so cool. I like how clean this is too. Going into the ship, it's like the one super clean area. Like this is brand new. They spent all of their money on the docking port. You like the lumen? I usually wreak havoc on stations with my teal and pink. Oh, the teal and pink WoW Blast. Oh, that is
See how
awesome.
he just steps right over me, you know, doesn't even break stride.
Oh yeah. I just assumed it was a dead person. I didn't even look. I'm so like conditioned. I figured you guys took someone out as they were trying to get on the ship. It was a tally? Oh, was it?
Yeah, there's some good decent going on.
For some reason, it looked like oh, a tally. What is that? Is that like Anvil? Is it the one that drops the bombs? Is that what ship that was? Or is it an Aegis? I get the Anvils and the Aegises mixed up a little bit. That's funny. I said Cutter too instead of Cutlass. I'm still all flustered apparently.
Forget about that.
The Lambinal, thank you so much for the follow. You play Star Citizen? If you do, what do you pilot? What do you do? The S8 torpedo ship. I feel like, isn't that the one where you walk down and it's got like, you know, the missile room where you could stand in and it could drop you? And then it also has like, it has a very steel look, like everywhere. All right, I gotta pull out because it looks like they're complaining.
Yeah, pull out as soon as you can.
Okay, got it. I gotta undock. Tort bomber, yeah. Aegis makes him. Crew sleeping on the job. Yeah. Kenny takes naps whenever he can. He's a hard worker. So he's like, anytime he can take a nap, he's like, I'm gonna just hop down, take a quick nap. Sleeping on the job though. Come on, let me go. Let's try again.
You get the ship turned on, Alfie?
Maybe not. It's a good possibility. Look, I have a lot going on in my brain right now. Do we really need it to be on? I did not have it on. That's hilarious. I'm like, why is this thing not moving? I think I'm all flustered. All right, it's still not moving though. So let's go back to F1 and see if we can undock again. Let's just wait here. I think I might be closing this too soon. Saw holding up the Cutlass. Okay, it was the first modular ship release that still hasn't got the modules yet. Oh, really? Usually you'll see me in Origin ships. That's my go-to ships. They're beautiful. I have kind of just started. Oh, we're cruising over here. Let me just see if the BKBs are actually hooked up. Oh no, we're good. Just point this nose up. And just so you guys know, so when I started playing Star Citizen, it was a year ago this coming, no, 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years. Oh my gosh, that's kind of crazy. It'll be 2 years this January. Okay, we're trying to get out of here. Let's turn this off for a second. So 2 years ago when I first started playing, it was a month into playing this that I met Allie, and Allie loved to pilot. So Allie was the pilot seriously for like a year, and then I got VKBs and I started to pilot sometimes, but I was usually a gunner when we went out with the crew. So I don't actually do like a lot of piloting. So that's something that I've been trying to do over the last month and moving into 2024 is me doing a lot of racing, low flying. I'm actually tomorrow night, I will be streaming it, but I'll be on Smashly's flight school to do some low flying, because I really just have to like really get in there and do a lot of the practicing is where I'm at. Right now I'm using my mouse and keyboard because I didn't transfer the information from the VKBs correctly, so I can't use those right now. Were we going to Pyro, what was it, like Pyro 3 or something? Pyro 3 L3? Is it Pyro 2 L2? Or just Pyro 2 L1? Okay. You can't really set a route to it, can you? Okay. I just see last stitch. It doesn't look like I can double click any of these. I'm gonna clear the route and try again. All right, let's head over. I want to go over to there. Now I can do it. Okay. Cool. And we'll go here and we'll head over this way. You're going to be low flying with Smashley in the dark lot tomorrow. I am. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be low flying tomorrow night. I'll be streaming during the day. My stream schedule is Monday, or not Monday anymore. My stream schedule is Wednesday and Friday and Saturday at 11 a.m. And then I do things Saturday nights and sometimes Friday nights. And I'm doing YouTube videos too, so I spend my Mondays and Tuesdays doing that. All right, and Thursdays actually, when I can. Let me just check. VKBs. I'm gonna go into options and just see if I can set up the VKBs. And then if I can't, then I might have to hand over this to somebody else. I don't even see them in here. Key bindings, back, options. So where are advanced systems, control profiles? My profile, my VKBs aren't even in here. I probably had to transfer them over, didn't I? And I didn't do that. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, they're not in there. So who feels like they want to pilot this ship? It's like, it's not, like I'm moving to the right, but she's not moving for me. I can't go left or right for some reason. I'm like pulling and she's just not moving. Okay, that sounds good. I'm gonna hop out. I'm gonna do a tour of the 890. Well, they get us to Moxie. Is that Moxie? Yeah, that sounds good. Were you in the front, Red?
Sure. Oh, no, never mind. I guess Authy's going to take the turret.
Oh, no, you can take it if you want. I can do a tour. I'm going to walk around the 890. Someone had mentioned they hadn't seen the 890, and then I can just make my way down there. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Choosing Star Citizen for a platform to stream on is a good goose to choose. I think it's only going to skyrocket. Aw, thanks, Streckelholm. Yeah. I was playing, I like to play a lot of different games, but Star Citizen definitely has my heart. Like once I got in here, I fell in love with it. I'm pretty much a pretty hardcore Star Trek fan, so the fact that I'm able to like hop in a ship with people and move around is amazing. So I think that was the big thing. So before I was playing this, I played a lot of other games. I started on an NES. Is a little bit about me. I guess I'll tell you a little bit. I started on the NES. Well, Atari was the very first games that I tried, but then NES, I played a lot of like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out and Zelda, the original Zelda, and Super Mario Brothers. And then I was a console, like PS1, played a lot of PS1, but my very first gaming PC, I ended up playing Diablo, the first Diablo, and that was the first time I grouped up with people that I wasn't in the same room with, and I was sold. I was like, oh my gosh, I absolutely love this. I can't believe that I'm like hanging out with other people and I can group up and go into a dungeon. And then after that, it was like EverQuest 2 and WoW. And like, I was hooked on WoW for so long. And then Elder Scrolls. And I played so many worlds. Secret World. I was Elder Scrolls Online for a long time. So when Bethesda made Starfield, I was actually hooked into that for like a solid month. But Star Citizen, really, they just have, oh my gosh, it's just so amazing in here. Oh, to get back to the point. So I was playing No Man's Sky. And it was a cool game and everything, but I just could not, like, I didn't like the fact that and Eve, I played a lot of Eve too. I didn't like that I was the ship and not a person in Eve. And I didn't like that you couldn't have people on your ship in No Man's Sky. So Rip Rod actually introduced me to this game in 2019. And when I came in, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. But it was too buggy for me, so I left. And then I came back in 2020, and that's when I pledged the Titan. But I ended up just spending $5 and turning it into a 300. And the fact that we were able to all get into one ship and go somewhere just was so mind-blowing. Like I have not like left since. I met like so many friends here, and we just go out and have a blast. So there's so much history, but that's kind of like the gist of it. So that right there, that was the captain's quarters. It's huge and amazing. Yeah, I played EverQuest and Mech Warrior. I never tried Mech Warrior. Did you play EverQuest 2? Remember when EverQuest 2 and WoW were like competing on which one was going to be better? I loved some of the things EverQuest 2 had. Like it had the apartments and it had like walls you could climb. So that was like revolutionary. But WoW had the different areas. Thank you so much for the follow. Is it Valthea? Do you play Star Citizen? If you do, what do you pilot? What do you do in the verse? So the thing about WoW though, and that a lot of games don't have, and Star Citizen actually has that game too, it has that feel too. When you go to a different area, it feels different. Like when I go to Pyro, it feels different than if I'm on Orison or if I'm in New Babbage. And the only other game that had that feeling to me was WoW back in the day. Like you'd play different characters and you'd just like start in a different area, and it had a very distinct feel. Like I could ask you, chat, where do you spawn? Like where do you live? Like where's your home? Mine's Orison, so now you kind of probably have an idea. And I'm on an 890. You guys probably have an idea of like who I am. You'll see me mining because I love to mine and I love to like scout. Like I like to take out my Drake Vulture and do scavenging and all of that stuff. And I'm like Han Solo basically. I'm like a gal version of Han Solo is how the best way to describe me. But I like cool things. Like I like pretty things. And what was the thing? You were at FF5 came out and never went back after that. I really did not get into the Final Fantasy ones. I don't know why I didn't get into those as much. I thought I would. And Necromantic, how you doing? How's it going? I played, but not in a while. I recently came back, keeping up to date with CitizenCon happened. Yeah, that's so cool. So when did you first hop in, Bethia? Like how long ago was it? I mean, not how long ago. What like when's the first time you hopped in? Like what year? Lorville all night. Oh my gosh. So I would have totally in the past been like, what? Lorville? But now I see Pyro and I'm like, oh, Lorville isn't so bad. Like, you know what? They have like beds and doors and lights, kind of.
Okay, smart security team. Anything happening?
Gus seems a bit bored.
Perfect timing. Dog walker's here.
Okay, Gus. Time for your walk.
You betray our people.
Your game's looking weak. You could use a little help leveling up.
Stay in your game with DoorDash.
The quarters below, but I usually don't hang out down below after I show you the bar. Let me just head over here. Go back up so I can show you the bar. Started back when it was just an arena commander and you couldn't even walk anywhere. Oh, that is so cool. It's so cool. And I have to thank people like you that came in and backed the game so long ago. There's 2 more of these rooms on the side because you guys are the ones that like really kick-started the game and kept it going for me to come in and enjoy it. So thank you for that. And we're going to move this way. I just want to show you guys this area. So there's 4 bathrooms here. Much different than Pyro bathrooms, right? So these are all the same. There's just 4 of them, 2 on each side. This is the bar area. We're actually going to be having a party in here soon in another month. And you can look down there. Origin, definitely the worst. No way. It's beautiful. Can you imagine if there's a, I can't wait to see like more ships that Origin decides to make. Or if there's any other like luxury manufacturers coming out. I like them all though. They all have a great feel. I pick on the Drakes a lot, but they have a lot of positive things about them. Like the landing gear, whoever did the landing gear with the Drakes, it was amazing. With the claws, it was awesome. I am hanging out in Pyro. Yeah, I'm just doing a quick walk around of the ship and while we park it. Didn't save my VKB profile, so flying the ship was difficult. So Red offered to fly it, so I'm taking you guys on a tour. Well, he flies it, which is awesome. Not a fancy person isn't really my thing. I can understand that. What do you like the most? Is it like Drake? Let's see if we can head down here. I'm going to go down to engineering. How you can use a duct tape to fix almost anything, Dragon. That's one of the things that I like to show you guys too, like in the 600 and the 890. I'll show you the area. I got to show you the area that reminds me of like where I can like dig into Drake and be like, check out how clean this is. There's an area up above there. Well, this is the cargo area. There's more, but now that I haven't set my bed here yet, I'm going to go set my bed. And then I want to show you the area I'm talking about, Dragon, where it's like, it's beautiful computers behind the scenes. Long live Drake. No. Leezy B, what's up? How are you? How was lunch? Can we get a shout out for Leezy B? How was lunch today, Leezy? Slyo, thank you for the follow. You play Star Citizen? If you do, what do you pilot? What do you do in the verse? Thank you for the shout out. Leezy, are you coming in? Leezy B, I want you to hang out with me. That's my new song for you. I try to do a little song. I've got Ellie, Bobally, B5 Bobally. I need one for Kitty too. And Maiden Ariana. I'm stuck. I feel like I'm stuck right now. Oh. Is anyone in? I was trying to set my med bed and I got locked up. Is anyone free? Like if they can come to the med bed and like ram me, that would be cool. Press Z. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Z isn't working. I can move my head around. Oh no. Thank you. I just need someone to ram me off this thing. I'm like stuck. I can still move around like my head. Like squatting doesn't do anything. My character. Not in the verse today. I know, right? Allie, it's gonna happen. I think I might have to backspace if they can't ram me out of here. The only other thing is we'd have to dock it somewhere and then like wait for my body to go back in. Someone's gonna come and try to like, you know, elbow ram me off here though. She's floating. Edger Runner, what's up? How are you doing today? Radar, you'll run bounty missions against NPCs and try to soft death the ships. Oh, that's interesting. Try holding Y. Y worked. Oh, thank you. That was brilliant. Thank you so much. Oh, I did it again. Okay. Lesson learned. You can't use that. Don't use that. Use the bed. I just went right back for it. Volfric. But thank you. That was brilliant actually. They do actually, Allie. They would count, but I got out. All right, I'm gonna lie down here. AOPOA is #1. Hasn't even released yet. You need to lay in the bed. Yeah, it's cursed. It feels cursed. You have been regenerated following. Welcome. Continue. Thank you for the follow, Zenaria. Do you play Star Citizen? If you do, what do you pilot? What do you do in the verse? Let's see here. You need to lay in the bed. You're good. You finally got the Cuddy Black. Aw, that's good. All right, next time. Come on, Father Roberts. We need to give away this cutter. There's always tomorrow. I think we might do it right. Wait. I have had this ship for so long and I have never noticed this area right here. I seriously have never noticed that there was a sink right here. Like, that is so weird. I feel like Luke Skywalker by saying that. Oh, you fit right in. I feel like a scoundrel sometimes. Little Han Solo-y. All right, I'll accept it. Thank you. Okay.
I walk on.
We're going to go into accepted, do stolen supplies. Okay, it looks like it's automatically tracked for me.
What does she mean by that?
Doc's got to wash his hands somewhere. Right. I seriously have never noticed that before. That's crazy.
Yep.
How was your morning? It was good, Blasted. How's your morning been? I have drinking like a third of my coffee. I really need to keep working on this coffee. Let's head up to, I guess we'll go to the spa. We're going to go up to the front though and have a seat in the co-pilot seat as long as there's one available. Oh, this is the spot I was talking about. So check out this computer area. Look how clean that is. The 600 has one too, actually under the stairs at the bottom, where it shows like how well put everything is put together. This is for your Drake lovers out there. Are you jealous? Are you jealous?
Oh, coronal mass ejection.
That's a good question. The next big event, the org has an org calendar, so they're going to be they do different things. When's the next big org event? Do you happen to know off the top of your head, Kenny? Or being asked?
Let's see. Citizen Her's gonna be doing some spice running tonight.
Ooh, spice running tonight. Citizen Her, she's really good at the spice running.
Then
Oh, let me check.
we're
Lizzie,
doing
once
some
I get in here.
quantum mining on Sunday.
Mining on Sunday.
We've got a bunch of stuff on the calendar.
Lizzie B. Lizzie B.
Doing the
Lizzie might be hopping in to join us too. If I don't know if she hops in, she should have access to the streaming channel, but if she doesn't, could we drag her in and Bon in if he comes too? Those capacitors will need to be replaced in 10 years. Made in Ariana. That is probably true. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. That's honestly funny because we have a laptop here that's only like 5 years old, and it's not been doing good, and it feels that way. I'm like, seriously. If I just had some tape, I could put this thing together. I feel like we're kind of just like who's sending a missile? Thank you so much for the follow, Lee.
Yeah.
Nice, that's good.
We're firing towards the exhaust port of this planet.
Sweet. Sounds fun. I'll run some spices. Yay! Yay! If you're going spice running and I need someone to care for your ship, Allie and I are around. Oh no. Is it Lizzie? Is Lizzie in here? I gotta check Discord. Let me see. It is Lizzie. Oh my gosh. She might have her mic off.
Yeah, I think she does, maybe.
Yeah. Your mic's not working, Lizzie.
It's not close to my face.
Oh. That sounds like things that happen to me. I was like, oh, I've been fixing this thing for a month. Oh, it's because I didn't add it to the right area. I feel like it's just some of those things. How are you, Lizzie?
Good.
Oh my gosh.
Party lead.
I do.
It's Lizzie B. I get so excited. We got to meet in IRL, Made in Ariana. It was the second time I got to meet Made in Ariana, which was amazing. And I got to meet Lizzie B for the first time and Kitty for the first time, like in person. And we just, all of us had so much fun. It was just crazy. It was crazy fun.
You better make them work.
I want to do it again and again and again every weekend, please. I agree so much with that statement. Allie and Rip Rod, what are you guys doing? I feel like anytime the two of you are together, it's just trouble. You think that I cause chaos? Put Allie and Rip Rod in the same room together. Citizen Her's got my back on this. Like those two are troublemakers. They're back there. You know, we might have a little fire going, but they're back there with that puffer thing, like just stoking the fire a little. I love it. It's amazing. Free the husbands. We'll get to actually put my Cuddy to the test. So far, I've been doing some small Colex deliveries. Oh, that's awesome. A streamer house, me and Ariana. That would be amazing. That's funny. We could do that for like a month. We'll get like a beach house or something down at the coast and be like streamer week. Let's all do that. That could be fun. Ripper and I are 100% innocent. I don't know. Fact check that one. Who's my fact checker? Red. I feel like if I had a fact checker, it'd have to be Red. Allie and Riprod claim to be 100% innocent with everything, and I feel like they're fire stokers, so we're going to need a fact check on that one. And I are more control agents than chaos agents, causing so much trouble. Love them, though. See? Citizen Her knows. Citizen Her is a good fact checker. Except I need lots of closet space. Fight me for it. Totally understandable. I actually am okay with closet space. I just need like a couple, just enough room for like a few skirts.
All right, we're landing. This is where the
I think one of the smartest things that I did with streaming, and I haven't done very many of them, but one of them is the black t-shirt. I just wore a black t-shirt and I have like so many of them that I'm like, it's what I'm going to stick with. And then now every morning when I get up, I know that I'm just going to wear a black t-shirt. It's brilliant. When I'm not streaming, you'll see me in a lot of different clothes. But when I am streaming, it will always be this outfit. Except for Christmas or like if there's a holiday, I'll do it. But yeah, you just take out the whole, like, what am I wearing today? And it's so awesome. I started doing that with my hair too. I'm like, instead of doing something with my hair, how about I do nothing with it? Like it's a new thing. I'm liking it. You love this solid black color t-shirt? Thank you. Yeah, I could go with green sometime in the future and do something with the background that could be interesting. I'm gonna head to the elevator. It's like me with clothes, a shirt, and usually pants. Done. I like that. I'm jealous. I think I was jealous of that, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do that too.
Yeah.
The elevator is moving without me.
2 down.
Are you guys on that?
The NPCs here are hostile.
Awesome. All right.
I got 2 of them.
Awesome.
It's time to fight. Were there people in the elevator? Because I couldn't see you.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay. I wonder why it went by itself. Maybe the NPCs are coming.
Yeah, there's nobody down there.
Are you guys coming with me, or am I doing this alone?
Oh,
I figured you could do it.
I'll help.
Thanks, Red. Okay, I like having one. Red and I'll do it. We got this.
I got med pens.
Oh, that's a good idea. What are you saying? I love it.
The stream demand.
Streaming uniform, right, Nolo? Exactly. Exactly. I don't ever have to worry about my hair. I'm bald. See? Yeah, when I first started streaming, I actually wore a wig all the time. I had a wig on just because I wanted to, and they're super fun. And then it wasn't until Star Citizen that I felt comfortable. I didn't want to share much of myself. I wanted to just be a streamer. And honestly, Star Citizen brought out my authenticity, I guess I could say. So now I don't wear a wig, and I like it much better because I can breathe. Like, it doesn't get so hot in here. But yeah. So thanks to Star Citizen for helping me come on my shell with that.
So they found 2 guys like right up here.
Let's see if we'll go this way. And then meeting people for the first time in person. Oh, that was scary. I did a local bar citizen, and then after that, I was like, I can do this.
Oh my god. Authy?
Yeah.
Just to zoom in over by that light over there, and I can see 5 guys walking around.
Oh my gosh.
All in heavy armor. Oh, okay.
I think I'm just like nicking this guy. He's like, I think I might feel something. Oh my. Oops. Let's go here. Seriously, I need that armor. That's amazing. All right, looks like one guy down. I'm not even hiding in anything. So as soon as they realize where the shots are coming from,
So, Fred,
I have to go a little closer.
Yes.
here's the real question.
Here's a rock.
Should I be sitting in the pilot seat in case like an A2 comes in, or do we just go down?
Seriously?
Not in the pilot seat.
Okay. That guy's down. Where's the next one? What is that right there? There's a guy right there, I think.
Tempted to
Come on.
pop up on the hangar
Okay, here we go.
because I have a sniper, but
Gotta lurk. Heading back to a meeting. Aw, have a good meeting. To mosquitoes, right? And not moving. I know, right, Dragon? That's exactly what's happening. They're like, yeah, what's going on here? This guy's finally figured it out. I'm not in heavy armor though, so. Seriously. Let's go over here. Oh, Red, you got nice and close. That's awesome. He stopped aiming at me. That was good.
Package, don't we?
Yeah. Also, I think I might want their armor.
Oh, wow. There you go.
How can you tell if they're wearing heavy armor versus light armor?
How long it takes to kill them.
So they were in heavy armor then.
Yeah.
No, they're in light armor.
Your
Oh, wow.
your
Okay.
armor's
They're in
probably
light armor.
strongest.
I don't know about that, but I wouldn't.
That's
get rid of the
crazy.
cat
9
armor.
lives.
Oh, you know what we forgot to do, Aussie?
What's that?
Or you probably did. You set your med bed. I didn't.
Oh, you want to go back? You can go set it.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I just won't die. It's okay.
It's okay. I do have one med pen. I know, right, Lucy?
Into a tripline.
You can tell by the way that it is. XL, did you see? There was a video. What was it? Rip Rod's not here, but there was, because he would know it. There was it was a guy who used to say that. It was like a little clip somewhere.
Is your husband coming to join us?
You can tell by the way that it is. What was that? It was like a guy that would walk around nature and he would just like stumble on things and be like, you can tell that it is because of the way that it is. It was hilarious. Bug Stomper, thank you for the follow. Do you play Star Citizen? If you do, what do you pilot? What do you do in the verse? All right, I'm gonna head over to this other package. Hotcake, what's up? Good afternoon. How are you? How was your Thursday? How's work going? And Dark Matter, what's up? How are you doing?
What is that?
That, my friend, is the 2023 Honda HR-V.
Fully loaded with a wireless charger, rear view camera, a moonroof, and much more.
But what is that?
I have no idea, but do you want to go for a ride?
I never really liked clowns anyway.
iPhone 15 Pro for your husband. iPhone 15 Pro.
Carolers, to tell me you want a new iPhone, a better plan's Verizon.
No way they take this wreck.
Yes, they will, and you'll get iPhone 15 Pro and Apple TV 4K and Apple One, all three on them.
Do that.
We tried to tell him, but he paid us a lot.
It was a lot.
This holiday, turn any iPhone in any condition into a new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium, Apple TV 4K, and 6 months of Apple One. All three on us. It's holiday every day with Verizon.
The future is threatened by enemies often unpredictable. When there are battles to win for America's future, there is one constant: Marines.
Where's the station around here?
No, thank you. I think I might be at 2. Ladiro, how are you? Good afternoon, good afternoon. I think I like that guy's gun that he had. Sorry, dude. Stop checking your watch. I don't have a lot of these left. I cannot stick my head up now. Ah. Okay.
I'm up top on the,
Go down! Seriously! Stop! He's like looking at his arm. Oh, I think that might be a flesh wound. I can't tell what's happening to me. Oh, there's a guy up there. There's a guy right here. Jeez. Okay. That ramp up quickly, right?
Maybe.
Looks like your rifle uses peas to shoot. It does, TK. But I've got a... Someone gave me a paint gun here. They're like, give Oppie the paint gun. I'm gonna take one of these though.
My front
That's
shields are
exactly
really
what
good.
I have.
don't
See how
know.
fast he went down?
Yeah,
I want a different. I don't want a different gun.
Because I've
Oh, he
I've
might
drawn
have some
fire
ammo on him
and,
though. Hold
I'm
on.
sniping on the roof.
I gotta see if there's ammo.
I called the hangar
Loot.
up and I'm engaging from here.
It's likely watching TikTok in his movie class. That is so true. That is so true. I'm gonna take this. I'm also gonna take this just in case I need it.
Oh wait, I can bedlog, right? Bedlogging works.
I think so.
It should, yeah.
Okay.
That's rad.
Really shooting through that wall.
Yeah.
Dude, this is the these are the bunkers that Offie's been asking.
Yes, it is. I actually love this. All right, he's over there.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a mission.
I don't know who he's shooting at. He's not the brightest guy, so we've got a chance.
Yeah, Bash is distracting some of them by shooting them off the top.
Oh, nice. I like it.
I've killed a couple actually by doing it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I shot
there's-
down one. Yeah, you just have to burst them a couple times.
All right.
This
That guy's down.
4x scope I has like exact ranging, so.
Oh, we're gonna go around. That's really cool. This is such a cool place. Must be on your end. Looking smooth on mine. Marine Day today. Oh yes, and Vet Day tomorrow. You were in the Navy? Master.
Oh
Oh,
my God.
right.
The
Master
best
Health
insurance
mentioned
is
it was
amazing.
Marine Day today. So yeah, that's so sweet.
They're like purple.
Oh, are they?
I didn't need to hear that.
Corsair.
They're like
I'm
a
walking
metallic
in front of
purple
you.
blue.
Uh,
I'm about to do something.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah,
We've got a package over here.
are they out? They're not out yet.
Yeah, check out this
Okay,
Discord
good. I
on
was
the,
concerned.
Star Citizen
As
chat.
an
They
underground
posted
cave
a
there
photo
too.
today,
Really?
Like not too long ago.
Oh.
Like 30 minutes ago.
What?
Dude, look away. No! I didn't do anything, I swear. He just a slight head wound.
Yeah, I'm gonna need all.
Okay. Jeez, thank you for the follow, Silent Disco. Do you play Star Citizen? If you do, what do you pilot? What do you do in the verse?
One of those ships at the moment, but yeah,
Just be careful on the lower subterranean areas in these locations. There are a few spots you can fall through. Oh, that's cool.
I'm just gonna melt something.
And horrible at the same time. Love it.
That is gonna be my forever Redeemer paint. I'm never changing the paint on my Redeemer ever again.
No.
What color is it again?
It's like purple blue.
Ooh.
They just posted it like 30 minutes ago. Offie, the links in the Star Citizen chat.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so phenomenal.
That'll be your new 600 eye paint for all time.
Wait, I can have a new paint on the 600 that's not this horrible green?
Yeah, here in like 2 weeks. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I do not like the green that I have. What is it called again? Fortuna, I think.
Fortuna.
Yeah. I feel like it'd be good on a mining ship, but not the
It
600.
looks nice on the Redeemer, but this, I'm changing my paint to this. And I will never change from this.
That is so cool.
Unless they come out with like some pink paints, I'll never change from this.
I'm like purple over pink, so I wouldn't change these for pink. But pink
Look at
is
this
good color,
area
so
down here.
I'm okay
This
with
is
that.
so
Well, like,
cool.
Construct's the best that we've had.
It's a
I think
Pico.
That's like I love that pink.
found the
if I'm gonna have
Pico?
a
I
pink.
did.
So I'm happy to this purple though, because purple's.
I don't know if I
my favorite, especially
can.
that royal.
Probably
Oh, might be a prop. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a specific one on this map that's a prop. Sorry.
Aw, he's so cute. How fast do you think Purple People Eater got snapped up for ship name? Nolo. Probably so fast. So fast. Barbin, thank you so much for the follow. Do you play Star Citizen? If you do, what do you pilot? What do you do in the verse? It looks great, but the Redeemer, wow, takes it all. And the purple, I know, Citizen Her. I know. I'm so excited. Look, I like the graffiti, like the, I don't know what you would call that, logo graffiti. I guess it could be either one or both.
You need me to open the hangar so you can come land?
Go around this way.
Oops.
Oh, this poor person. I'll take that shirt though. You can always use a new shirt. I guess I'll drop. Now I'm just carrying a shirt around. I think I'll drop it. I don't necessarily need it right now. I don't know if I can just hop right out of
This
holes.
A90 does not say Offie Adventures inside of it.
No, I think it never does in the testing servers. They don't say the name for some reason. I don't know
Do
why.
you have the other package, Alti?
No, I was trying to work my way around there, but let me go back down and see. I must have just missed it, unless it's up on top.
Hangar elevators raised.
This might be it. Oh, yep, I got one of them. You like the Fortuna on the 600 and 400? See, I don't like it on the 600 to 400. I want something softer. I feel like the